Good afternoon, citizens. This is Judge Wolf here with another game of Judge Dredd in the worlds of 2000 AD through tabletop anthologies. First, I would like to start by welcoming a new judge, our first female judge on the show, Judge Calihan, played by Lane. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Very happy to have you here. When we get you into the game, I'll ask you to kind of describe your character a little bit for us, and we'll get you going as soon as we can. So when we left off last time, our judges had discovered that a giant mutant slug was being used to produce a addictive substance that's added to mutts. If you recall, Judge Sanchez, the team leader for our judges, stated that the material that was found in the drugs that they originally found during their final street test was also similar in nature. So at this point in time, the judges had made arrests. They had a critically wounded individual, and they were getting ready to head up top. So I turn it over to you, judges, as you will. And as I said, Judge Calihan will get you in here in a minute.
I think we're preparing to go up the elevator and raise these wounded people up, because I was going to go up first, and I think somebody else is going to pull up the rear.
Yeah, I can bring up at the rear. I was going to just keep everybody between us as we move up.
So as you move through the sewers of the Undercity, you notice that it's almost dead. The arrests that you made, they're actually gone. So somebody was behind and managed to cut through the cuffs and get them away. But the entire area is completely dead. There's nobody there. Even the creatures that were kind of creepy crawling around, they seem to be gone. It's almost unnerving. But you're able to get
sanitized.
You're able to get back, and as you get closer, you're able to start picking up radio static. So you can use your radio if you wish.
Is Dr. Chen gone also?
Dr. Chen is not gone. Dr. Chen is still there, sitting with her hand. Yep, she's alive, sitting there handcuffed up, and looks like she may have soiled herself.
I thought I smelled something. So I'm going to walk up to her and kind of pick her up to uncuff her and bring her along with us. So I'll uncuff her and then recuff her. And then I'm going to just look at her and say, so did something happen? You look like you just shit yourself.
Well, while you were gone, some of your little mutant friends came back. Yeah, one of them almost had his way with me before they ended up dragging him away. They took your multi-eyed friend.
You upset about this?
I mean,
You're the one committing the crimes here.
Okay, I will be filing a report that you left me here unguarded. And
hey, how about I take you down to that slug down underneath the whole town there? You want to go meet that thing? I didn't think so. Get in line. We're going up top.
Is it still alive?
Yes, it's still alive.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay.
Get in line. So I'm going to, assist her, push her in with the others.
Is there enough room for everyone to fit in this elevator?
Yeah, it's
usually used to haul up a lot of cargo, so absolutely.
Okay.
Do you know where they were going, Chin?
Who was going?
All these mutants, these creatures, where they ran off to.
Probably back home.
So you're full aware of the slug in the basement. This is how you make your addictive substances.
It's totally natural, 100% organic in nature. No artificial chemicals.
Everything's natural except for that giant slug that's sitting in your room.
I'm sorry, but I don't think your face is very natural. That's not a very nice way to talk about Bethany.
Judge Steele, I don't think this is a productive conversation. Let's save this for interrogation.
The slug's name is Bethany.
This is for the Judy comment.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she did say something, didn't she?
Anybody remember what this damn slug was called?
Just playing with you, Lane.
It's a rad slug.
Rad slug. All
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
I would say we should probably phone this in, but I think our lines might still be tapped.
I'm sure they are. Let's wait till we at least get to the top. I don't want to be
Yep.
ambushed. I'm gonna have my lawmaster out at this point if I didn't already.
Lawgiver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep saying that.
Every time.
Don't pull my mic
Got my
out of my
motorcycle ready,
pocket.
guys.
Got
Alright,
it. No
so-
big deal.
You're able to go up, and as you get up, you notice that you're being watched.
Bye.
Pedestrians?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. So you get this feeling that you're being watched from the distance.
Once
From
we're
a
outside,
distance.
You take the lift up. You're
Yep.
back in the alley. Nobody's around. But you kind of feel like maybe somebody up and down the alley might be watching you.
I want to try
All
my
of us feel that
lawgiver.
way?
All of you feel that way.
Judges, be prepared. There's something nearby. Show yourself.
And that would be when Judge Calihan would be able to come out, being sent by Judge Sanchez, who's the only other one who knew about your location. Basically sent her to scout out where the drop-off was for the equipment. Through investigator skills, she was able to kind of figure out where you were at and where you were heading.
Hi, judges. You smell lovely.
Actually, this handcuffed female in front of me. I'm Judge Steele, and you are?
Judge Calihan sent by Sanchez.
Oh, okay.
I've come as backup and as a medic. Do you have anything that... wow, that smells great. Do you have any wounds?
I'd throw I'm probably carrying the wounded guy, and I'd throw him down on the ground in front of me and say, "This guy right here."
Yeah, he's
Well,
the
it's
most
time for her
grievous.
to get to work.
So the way that roles work in this game is that the GM tells you, okay, to fix this person, it's going to be an intuition check or a logic check. And then you decide what skill you want to use with it, and you tell me. And then on the sheet, you can click that little blue button next to the skill, as long as you have the appropriate attribute attached to it. So in this case, I would say because the individual is, it's very easy to see what their damage is, which is gigantic standard execution bullet holes. Yeah? Looking at somebody? You would do a logic check.
All right, I don't require a med scanner diagnostic check at all.
Nope. Just I'm pulling up your sheet here real quick. Sorry. So for example, you could use, if I assume that you'd have a med kit as a medical judge, that's one of your standard pieces of equipment. That would be the equipment you would use. It doesn't give you any extra dice. But for example, medicine would be, you could tell me that that's what you would want to use. Sometimes you're going to come across stuff where it doesn't make, like, you don't have anything, but you can try and tell me why it would make sense. So for example, let's say you didn't have medicine this time. You could use insight, right? Oh, I use my prior knowledge on how somebody's been shot before and how to fix it up.
You're muted, Callie.
There aren't any modifiers, are there?
No.
None
So
at all.
positional, but no, not on this one.
Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. Trust me.
Unless your name's Helix. And then
Yeah, unless you're Helix, and then he's a total washout.
Yep. Ooh. So thankfully, he's already been kind of stabilized, so you're able to patch him up a little bit further, but you know that he's going to need to be medevaced out.
All right. I'm guessing communications have been reestablished.
Yes, you have access to communications, but you might want to talk to them about it.
All right.
Has Judge Sanchez briefed you on the situation?
A little bit. I know you were going down underground to investigate what was it called again? The munch?
Months.
We're investigating the new month's flavor from Flavulike and the addictive substances found within it.
And have you had any success getting samples?
We have found samples. We discovered that down in the Undercity or in the sewers, there's a rad slug that they've been using to produce some sort of addictive substance that they're putting into this new months. That's where these scientists here are from, is a lab.
I see. Delightful.
But unfortunately, our communications have been tapped, and there's a judge that seems to be corrupt. So we have to be careful about who we talk to.
Has SJS been notified?
We're in contact with an agent from there.
Good. Let's get a medevac for your patient.
Good idea. We may have enough evidence here that we could call Central and not be worried about this corrupt judge. What do you think, judges?
Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. I think we should remain here until we get some actual more bodies in the area. I'm assuming that they're either going to try and clean the area or do what they can to remove any evidence. I'm sure there's more than one entrance.
I'd be worried about them trying to. I'd be worried about them trying to remove that slug somehow.
My thoughts exactly. I would turn to those.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm sure it's getting bigger from what they said.
I would turn to those scientists we brought with us and say, what are your procedures for this sort of situations? How do you clean the area?
One of the scientists looks to you, Rita Haymatch, and she kind of looks towards Chin, who's kind of going like, don't you fucking dare. And she says
sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but when Chin does that, I'll see it, and I'm going to kind of grab her by the cuffs in the back and twist it up so the cuffs dig in and she stops, and I'm going to kind of pull her away from her direct eyesight.
Ow! Ow, that is brutality!
Sit down and stop making eye contact with the others.
Just because you're so big doesn't mean you have the right to injure me.
I'm not
My lawyer will hear about this.
I won't ask again. Give us the information. Dr. Chin is no longer in charge here.
Yeah. So what would happen if I spill everything to you?
We can work on your sentence.
Okay. All right.
The more cooperative, the more lenient we can be.
No. I'm good. All right, here we go. So, I work at New Months. Dr. Chin approached a couple of other scientists about. I'm actually a zoobiologist, and with a specialty in cursed earth creatures. And that thing that you see down there, it's grown that fat. It's grown from probably about this big whenever it got here to that very quickly. So the mutants that you saw were actually from a tribe that's been bringing these things into a couple of different places in the megacity, and Dr. Chin managed to make contact with some people and got them to bring it over here so that we could try to use it for the months. I'm just going to tell you flat out, it's super addictive. So much so that it can put people into not remission. What the hell's the word?
Withdrawal?
Yeah, thank you. In a withdrawal from it. It's really bad. We had one test subject die from it, and they were getting ready to start covering it up. The last I knew, it's when it comes to procedure, there are a series of detonators down there that have to be triggered by a representative of the company that's a lot higher than me.
So would Chen have this kind of access?
Oh yeah, Dr. Chen would. Yes.
Where is that triggered from?
Usually from their offices.
Their office up above?
No. The main buildings. It's a remote detonator. It's even through all that stuff, it can still reach. It's a very simple command.
Okay.
And how did you discover the addictive properties?
So like I said, I'm a zoobiologist. I've actually ran into these things before. The creatures actually use it to lure animals to them, to feed on them. And so they kind of leave this stuff as they move along behind them, and the animals will come up and eat it, and then they will do anything to get more, even walk up to the slug and begin to eat it straight from the creature, which can then eat the creature itself, whatever came up on it.
Are you telling me you're using excrement?
I mean, that would probably be a good description, yes.
Poor Sally.
So how should we proceed here, judges?
Did you euthanize the slug?
Oh no.
No.
It's still alive. It's not happy.
I honestly didn't know how to go about killing something like that, so I didn't want to risk, any type of environmental situation.
I'm pointing down at Simon, the guy I shot, and when we opened the door and he saw us, he started running towards a large red button, which I think we all know through our training, large red buttons generally aren't good. The only action I took at the time was to shoot him. I wasn't sure if that was going to release the slug or have other threatening issues to the rest of us, so I took that. But the slug didn't seem happy, and from what we said, Rita, can you say this thing is still getting bigger, right?
Oh yeah, it'll continue to grow as long as it's fed.
So, how do you guys plan on containing this? Like, I know at some point it's going to get bigger than the facility you have, so what was your plan?
We were going to continue to let it grow up until roughly half the size again that it is. And then these creatures are very, very self-sufficient. If you stop feeding them, they'll begin to feed on themselves.
So will it shrink again?
Yeah, it won't shrink, but it won't grow any further.
How do they multiply? Are we going to be facing an infestation?
I don't believe so. The experience that I have states that these things have to, they don't have asexual reproduction. They do have to have some type of interaction with another one of these slugs. Although I think it might be similar to spores, and it's a very strange biology.
Do you guys have a contingency to destroy this thing if need be? Is there a way to do that down there?
Not down there, but from the main corporate office, yes.
What's the procedure to do that? Is it an injection or is it flamethrowers or what?
Complete detonation of the facility.
Is that what the big red one does?
No, Simon was way too much of a coward to ever sacrifice himself. That was just going to alert the higher ups.
They probably would have pushed their red button.
So, Dr. Chen.
Yes.
You're going to be sentenced. Here's what's going to happen, though. You're going to tell us all about Judge Solo, and we can talk about your sentence and reducing some of it with all the information you can give us.
I don't have a lot of information on Judge Solo, but I do have a lot of information on Judge Lane.
What kind of information would that be?
So, I don't know how it was happening, but apparently they tried to, our competitors, Broiler Months, attempted to get the mob involved with this stuff, and she ended up having, we sent her over there to set them straight. So, she's been very helpful with keeping them in line. I don't know anything about Solo. He might be working for Judge Lane.
Do you have any proof of this?
I mean, I have my word. We never kept the records because Judge Lane demanded that we did it.
Judges, I think we have to either contact Judge Sanchez or Central.
Yeah, but when we do, we don't need to say anything about what we've learned here. I still think we should treat our communications channel as compromised. Until then, even if we meet again with Lane, we're not going to reveal anything. We need to just go on, discussing what we found, but nothing that involves her. We can talk with Sanchez about this when we get time.
Agreed.
Maybe we can organize a transport back to our sector. It would be safer there for these perps.
Yeah, I agree. I would especially like the scientists to be in some sort of protective custody.
Dr. Chen, keep in mind if all of this evidence is destroyed from Flavia Lake headquarters, we will be held responsible for destroying evidence.
How can I be held responsible for something that I didn't do?
Clearly you're involved, and you're the only one we have to charge with it.
So you're just going to use me as a scapegoat? I didn't know that's what justice was.
Then maybe you can tell us who else. Started. Maybe you can tell us who else can destroy this evidence. Who has those access keys or whatever is needed?
I mean, the CEO does, right? I'm not any of the VPs. The VPs probably can do it, and the CEOs can do it. Or the CEO.
It goes all the way up to the top of the company? They all are aware of what's going on here?
I don't know above me who knows anything. Okay? They're very, very, very compartmentalized. So we were told to find a way to make Mutts more... They didn't say addictive. They said sell more. And then we're kind of isolated into our own little groups.
So there are other cells in the city working on the same thing?
Not that I know of. They have their own individual projects. Everybody has their own project. And we don't communicate much about it for fear of people like Broiler Months getting information about what we're doing and then stealing it.
So, who aside from you within the company is aware of this going on?
Just my scientists, which you've already
These
tried
three
to murder
right
one, and then, yep. I think Fergus might have been getting a little bit of wind of it because of just going through all the records and everything. And I mean, everybody knows, like, the company knows that we came up with a new flavor, but they don't know anything about what we were doing and how we did it.
Fergus.
Ray.
Are you talking
Yeah,
about
you remember
Ray?
Fergus? The
Ray
guy that
Honorado?
disappeared? Yeah. Oh, Ray, that's right. Sorry, he goes by Fergus in our
Oh.
area because I think he wants to make himself sound like a bigger badass than he actually is. But in all actuality, Ray is just a tub, and he doesn't do anything. He says that he'll take his shirt off his back to help you, but he can barely afford a shirt.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Okay, we can go reach. Let's try and get Central in and see if we can get Sanchez to come to our location.
Almost totally dropped police codes there for a second.
So who are you gonna call?
Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I know. But who are you going to call aside from that?
I'm going to try a direct line to Sanchez first. Well,
ahead, try.
actually, hang on one second. Judge Judy,
Yes, Judge Steele.
did Sanchez give you any sort of directions or direct line of contact to him before arriving here? Did he give you anything else?
Did he, Judge Wolf?
Yes, he did. He gave you a radio code that should be isolated. It's an SJS code that requires way above pay grade in order to hack into.
Okay, then I'm going to hand those over.
I'll type it in and then
Definitely a secure line there.
Steele to Sanchez, over.
This is Judge Sanchez. Go ahead.
Sanchez, we're going to need you to get to our location. We're going to need some escorts. We believe that the safety of our now prisoners is in jeopardy, along with ourselves. We need to go back to our block.
Be advised, I can't come myself, but in case something happened, I had an H-Wagon on standby. It actually kind of flies under the radar. It has new equipment on board. So it's an SJS vehicle. So they'll be able to pick up your perps and bring them back here to Sector 20 without issue.
Are you currently tied up that you cannot come to the scene?
I mean, I have an entire sector to help protect while you guys are away, and we've had to pick up your shifts while you're gone. So yeah, absolutely.
I understand that. My point was that we feel all communications, even possibly this channel, could be compromised in some fashion. So talking directly with you is high up on our list.
You should be okay going through this line. Unless somebody is an SJS member, they shouldn't be able to get into this line. And even then, it's all very sector specific.
So would we know if others were listening in the channel then, or have any idea, anything like that?
I mean, you could try.
Would that just be basically running a program from our bikes, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess I would.
Give me a second, judges. I'm going to walk over here to the bikes. It might not be a bad idea. You guys all follow, so we stick together. I'll make sure this line is secure.
Want me to keep an eye on the witnesses here?
Affirmative. So yeah, I get to my bike. I'd like to run some sort of scan just to make sure that we don't have any strays listening in.
Well, there's one cat that's kind of watching.
Meow.
But
No.
go ahead and do an intuition check to use the electronic systems.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't think anybody's listening in?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sanchez, we've got a lot of evidence here of the underground. They've captured basically a rad slug, which is what's causing all of this Newmonths to be addictive. Dr. Chen from the company is running this, along with the 3 scientists. We also...
Was he aware of Solo? I don't remember.
He said not to talk about it over the radio, but that Lane had contacted him about what was going on.
Okay.
Also reference some fellow members. We have more information, but again, I'm still cautious to talk about it on the air here. The other judges may want to. I don't feel comfortable doing it. But right now, I would like to get these prisoners to a safe spot, and that's on our block.
Roger, I got an H-Wagon sent out to your position right now. It should be there within a few mics. Just get them loaded up, and then you can continue on with your investigation there.
Yeah.
Unless you want to come home. Unless you want to come home and let Lane handle Judge Lane, not the OC Lane. If you want to let Judge Lane handle the other investigation herself.
Negative. This still needs to be ours. The rabbit hole goes a lot deeper from what we're starting to find out.
Okay. Well, H-Wagon will be sent to your position.
Roger that.
Would out of character, would we have heard all of that, or is it because it's a secure channel, it's only directly from Steele to Sanchez?
What you just said, the latter.
Okay.
Sorry, what you said, the latter.
Okay.
So I would walk back and tell them what was said, what wasn't said. So if they feel they need to recontact them or add more, then that's on them.
Okay.
Judge Knoll, Judge Knoll, this is Judge Lane. Come in, over.
Judge Lane, go ahead. This is Judge Knoll.
Be advised, whatever just happened, whatever you did, it set off a string of just stuff happening now. Okay, Solar's on the move. I think he's either gonna cut all his ties or he's trying to handle some business. It's all coming to a head right now.
Where do you need us, Judge Lane?
There's what's it called? A snooking hole called Flanagan's that's next to a citizen pistol range. It's still within our sector. It's at this address, 12345. North. Get over there now, Lane.
Understood.
Should we wait for that H-Wagon that's on station?
Is that it? Did she cut out after that?
You can call her back. She wouldn't jump off.
Well, we'll be on our way, Judge Lane. Is there anything else we should know?
No, I'm on my way to check out a couple more things. I can't get over there right now. And if I do, and he's not there, it's going to completely blow my cover.
Understood. Judge Null out. Judges, we need to get over to this restaurant. Flanagan's. Judge Solo is supposed to be there. He's moving to do something now. Judge Lane should be there shortly after us.
I agree with you. We can't leave these four. They're not safe either. If they get taken care of, we lose a large amount of evidence.
We'll wait for the H-Wagon first.
How
Unless
does
we-
Judge Solo know?
What's that, Jody?
How does Judge Solo know?
He's tapped our communications. He seems to know a lot about everything going on in the area.
Are you sure we should be waiting for this H-Wagon? We could leave them here and we could head on out. He's unconscious. He's not going anywhere.
We've already had somebody cut through our cuffs and release some of our prisoners.
So-
I'm gonna kind of glance around the area real quick. Look, if I can see like a warehouse, a door to warehouse, an area that looks sheltered, something that's not populated, next as opposed to the diner, in a way that we could stash them and notify Sanchez to get the wagon. Hide them,
that'd be an intuition check. So you're they're both 11s, one's green, one's red. You don't, there's nothing secure around here. Either there's people in it or it would still be out in the open. And I mean, there's one of the perp poles there that you could attach them to.
Judges, why don't two of us stay here, keep the perp secure, and the other two go ahead? Out of character, unless Judge Wolf really hates me for that.
Unless Judge Wolf says, no, don't split the party.
Oh, glasses. No, don't split the party. Well, I mean, the perp poles aren't that reliable. I'm sure these asshats have a way to.
We have bigger
Unprotectable.
fish to fry than these two dickheads.
Sorry.
Judge Calihan, our problem is that these perps have ties to all of our investigation here. This investigation has led completely to them, and it's not just Judge Solo. The mob could be involved also, and we don't know who's watching and who could want them dead.
And we could be sitting here literally waiting in a trap.
That's true.
And it's your call, Judge.
Can
Judge Steele, how far away did Judge Sanchez say the H-Wagon is?
He didn't give any.
He didn't give an ETA.
Would he have given me some sort of code to at least track this thing, Wolf? That I could look up on my bike? You're not talking.
Did we lose his
His
voice?
microphone, I think.
try unplugging your mic and plugging it back in. That works for me.
Nothing yet, Wolfie.
I think he's working now.
Now?
Yep.
Yeah, you're a little
All right.
quiet though.
Like how quiet?
That's better now.
Yeah,
That sounds better.
Yeah, that's just because I was leaning over.
there you go.
Okay, yeah, it's an SJS vehicle, so no, it's actually got like basically stealth technology. So
Okay.
I'll try and reach him again real quick based on the circumstances of the information. Steele, Sanchez.
Sanchez, go ahead.
Hey, I'm sorry to bug you. Do you have an ETA on this wagon?
I mean, I gave the call 45 seconds to a minute ago. So
No, I understand that. I'm not trying to bug you. We've had some changes in the situation here.
You're not trying to bug me, but you're going to bug me.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know. ETA is probably given the technology anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes.
If you could ask them to step it up, we've got to leave the scene.
I got no communication with them. Once that vehicle takes off, it's on its own. Doesn't make sense that a stealth vehicle could end up, communicating somehow, getting picked up on radar or any type of other electrical equipment.
Understood. Steel out.
Bye.
Goodbye. Well, no ETA. 5 to 10, maybe. I don't know if we have that kind of time.
Is there any procedure to requisition somebody's vehicle so we can actually put these people in a vehicle and take them with us?
I'd rather not give up my lawmaster, Judge Helix.
Well, we could escort them.
Let's hook them up to catch pole and hope that they're okay. I don't think we have much of a choice. Judge Solo is a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to walk up to Rita and I'm going to kind of walk her off to the side. Let me see real quick. Is it the birdie's the lie detector, a bleeper's the tracker, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Did anybody grab one?
I think we have 2 bleepers.
Okay, so I'm going to walk over to Rita, away from everybody else's ears, meaning her cohorts. Rita, and I'm going to take this bleeper and kind of shove it somewhere that is inconspicuous, so like in her shoe, in her pocket, something like that. Okay, let's not get dirty. This is a PG-13.
Prison pocket?
Yeah,
Put it in the old prison wallet.
I'm going to tell her we have to leave due to circumstances that just came up. I have this tracker on you. You should be picked up shortly. We will do everything we can to keep you safe, but I'm trying to take this precaution. So keep this with you. Hopefully you'll just get picked up by the wagon. You have to understand that we have to leave.
You're leaving us here?
Yes, ma'am.
We're as good as dead then.
Excuse me?
We're as good as dead.
No, the wagon will be here shortly. About 5 minutes, but we have to leave. So, like I said, this is what I can do.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Okay, so I'll just not even gonna go into that anymore. I'm just gonna bring her back. She's
I'm already revving up my lawmaster.
Yeah, so I'll poke her back up to the pole, but she's got the bleep bleep on her. So I'll get on my lawmaster too.
Felix, you mounting up?
Yes, sir.
Mount up.
Yep.
Make sure you secure that scatter gun, Judge Steele. It's a little hairy.
I have it. Don't you worry. I got your baby. Yes.
Alrighty, so you end up taking off, and it's pretty easy to find where you need to go. You head to Skedway, take a little drive, and you end up pulling off of the Skedway into an area that looks pretty run down. Everything in the mega city is run down, but it's just like this area just looks like garbage. Give me 1 second while I figure out exactly where I want to put you. Yeah, let's put you there. Let's see, Null and Steel. Okay, can you guys, everybody can see?
I'm still on the slug map.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Give me 1 sec then. You're a slug map.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's a compliment.
There we go.
Yeah, here we go. My motorcycle.
Okay, you guys can see yourselves, I assume?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
I need to double check to make sure. Okay, everybody's still got their life bars. Cool. Okay, so the parking lot that you see down the way is most likely where Flanagan's is. Lane would have told you that this is a small area where there's very small buildings. It's kind of nestled in between a couple of blocks, so you end up getting some people coming into there. There's a civilian range here. There's a Chinese restaurant that serves, passable noodles, and there's just a couple other little bars and things like that. It's not bought out because it gets a lot of business from the blocks. But everything costs a lot here in Mega City 1, so they're not able to increase their stuff. They're not able to make anything better. They're just basically able to get by.
Okay. So let's head toward that parking lot there.
Yeah, and I'm just getting on the radios between us, and I'm just going to tell everybody to stay frosty. We don't know if she's setting us up or bringing us into a trap.
Judges, maybe one of us should head down the alley through the back there.
I'm on it.
I'll take a wide berth here.
Oh, you're going to take a wide berth?
Yeah,
Are
baby.
there any windows here?
Not from the outside. Everything's that thing in front of you is a sign that says Flanagan's on it. So Calihan, as you guys are all still on your Lawmasters until you say otherwise.
Do you guys want me to go with Judge Calihan so we aren't, one?
Splitting the party up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you may want to double back and do that.
You see a nice car back here. And there's some ladders that look like they're fire escapes to the top of the buildings. There's a door here that's a big, heavy metal door. The entrance, where's steel? Oh, I can see it. The front door looks like it's right here. There are windows here and here, but they're all blacked out.
Murdered out.
But there's this nice car right here. It's really nice.
It's high
Are we
class.
able to navigate around it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Doesn't look like that nice car that ended up with bullet holes and broiler months, was it?
No. Yeah, she won't be making any complaints this time.
I back my Lawmaster in case I need to get away quickly, and I step off of it and say, "Judges, I'm posted up at the front door."
And as I'm pulling up around wide, I've kind of got my bike facing directly towards the entrance. Yeah, so I guess it's in the middle of the road. That's fine.
Sorry, some of you guys don't have vision for some reason. Let me fix that really quick.
I can see down
Looks
the
like
street now.
Yeah, it looks like Calihan has vision. Null had vision. Now Helix, you should have vision too. Sorry about that.
All right.
And
Sure.
let me double check Calihan. I'm going to bump you up to where you should be. There we go. Okay, now everybody has vision.
So my bike is facing straight towards the entrance, basically, and it's in the middle
So
of the
you're
road.
sitting on your bike in the middle of the road, facing the entrance.
Yes, and I'm going to bring it up just a little bit, right there. And that's where it's going to sit.
Does this fire escape looks like it go clear to the roof?
Yep.
All right, Callahan, I'm going to dismount here, and I'm going to climb this fire escape and try to get a vantage point down over
Alright,
the
I'm still
road.
heading-
So
Yeah.
Calihan, the minute that you kind of pull around the corner, you see something that looks very familiar. It looks
dear.
exactly like the kind of thing that you would be riding on right now.
Oh
There's a
boy.
Wallmaster
boy.
parked.
I'm going to relay this to the others.
Dun, dun.
We'll relay it to him.
Judge,
Judges, there's another judge inside. I've found another lawmaster parked out back.
Judge Calihan, do you have a bleeper on you?
I suppose I do.
It might be advisable to plant that bleeper on the lawmaster in case he's able to escape.
Good idea. And so she's going to go ahead and do that.
So do Lane, do a intuition check, and if you have anything electronic-wise to use, you can use that for your skill.
Foreign object detected. Foreign object detected.
She should just slash the tire.
Full of spark plug
I
wire.
don't think I do. So it'll just be intuition.
Okay. Yeah, everything's cool, man. It's all so good. You're like, dang, I'm so good
I'm
with
awesome.
this bleeper. I'm just gonna set it right on the main screen, right, with signs that point towards it. No, nothing like that. You're able to stick it back behind the engine where, people really wouldn't notice where it would be.
Judge
Okay,
Steele,
great.
Judge Steele, I'm heading inside. Would you like to accompany me?
Affirmative. I just wanted to get a good lay of the area first. Hang tight. So I'll push.
Felix, are you?
I'm pushing up, get behind
on-
Nolly there.
I was just
Okay,
getting ready
Felix-
to dismount and climb up onto the roof. But
Mount.
Okay. Give me a second. Sorry. Are you going to this roof?
no, this
or
roof
this
here.
roof? Ah! Get back out of there!
Sorry, I just wanted to show you it's this side.
Pork chop sandwiches. Okay.
I didn't see nothing.
Cool. Yeah, I know. Trying to mess up my stuff. So yeah, the only door that you see coming down here, by the way, Callahan, is there's a door going to the building next door right here. That's where the range is. And then this door is here. It's a very heavy metal door. Very heavy.
So this building we're in front of right now is the actual one we're supposed to be inside, not the one not down here.
This one is the building. This is Flanagan's right here.
Okay. I was confused. I thought it was one across the road to the south of us.
No, this is over to the right here is a indoor, and you can hear in there that there's people in there shooting. Like, you can hear it from the outside.
Oh, there's shooting.
They're not
going on.
shooting at any houses. Yeah, they're not shooting at houses through the woods at people that they shouldn't be. Being
Felix,
unsafe or anything.
Can you see the vision on our tokens?
No. Oh yeah, I
Okay,
can see. I can just see you guys looking at like a little parking lot.
Okay, yeah. We're at the front door.
Okay. So I'm wondering if going up on the roof of here is going to be kind of useless because I can't cover you guys from the roof.
Well,
I thought it was.
Do you see any glass? Anything that looks like a hatch?
I don't know. Do I see anything on the way up this ladder that looks like I
There's
can
a
look in or anything?
manhole over here.
You can go into the
Easy,
sewer.
easy.
You do an intuition check for me.
Ooh.
Helix, because he's on the roof.
All right. Let's see. I will. Can I use perception?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you find what looks to be like an air vent that you could possibly get through. It's going to be tight, but it looks like you could probably fit through it if you needed to get inside really quick.
Air vent. Holy
Yeah, inside
shit.
where the kitchen is, right? You know how the kitchen has to have, but you might be going down onto a stove.
Oh. Yeah. I'm not interested in getting flame broiled.
Broiler
Like
mode.
to see you well done, baby.
Judges, there doesn't appear to be a safe way into the back. Do you want me to come around with you, or do you want me and Lane to watch this back side?
There's no rear entrance.
Just a heavy steel door. Does this
No
door
way.
look
It doesn't look like you can hack in with your Key card?
He doesn't have a key card. You're thinking old D20, where they actually gave you stuff. This is what's old is new, my friend. You ain't got shit.
Does this heavy door look like it swings out or in?
Out.
So I can park my Lawmaster in front of it. That way,
Yeah.
I'll
It's like the building on fire.
I'm gonna
Call it a night.
park my Lawmaster across it and use my bike to block the door. And then I can make my way around on foot. If you guys want me to come around, I got the Lawmaster blocking the door.
That sounds like a good idea. Come get your gun. She misses you.
I'm already carrying one. Can you carry it for a little while longer?
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind using her.
All right.
Petting it. I'm petting the gun. Scattergun's out. She's ready.
Do you want to proceed back to the other two judges?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jog or run. I'm pretty swift.
I think I'm going to park my Lawmaster here on the sidewalk, hopefully blocking off this alley. This way, at least.
Give me 1 second. For some reason, this thing is being all kinds of weird to me. So right there, where I put it.
I think you have my Lawmaster in the wrong spot. Mine's supposed to be in front. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Do you want the other magazine of solid shot for the scattergun, Steel?
Yes, please.
All right. I'm gonna give him this solid shot.
Thank you. Thanks, baby.
I'm ready to step inside whenever
I got
you need
your
to go
back.
ahead to step in.
It's my hands on your shoulder like this.
Whenever everybody's ready, go for it.
I'm ready.
So the minute that you head in, you start to get the sound of somebody singing in the other room next door. There's a heavily locked door here, and then there's a double opening door here that looks like it's what leads actually into it's a shuggy hall, by the way. It's not stooky. Stooky is glands from alien creatures that reverses aging. Shuggy, on the other hand, is kind of like pole. What?
Is there a camera?
Intuition check.
I am bringing my rifle along just to make that clear. I'm not leaving it on the Lawmaster.
You're not leaving your rod on the Lawmaster?
No.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I'm bashing it with the back end of this scattergun.
Okay, it breaks apart. It's pretty
Yeah. Shit. Okay. Which door do you want to end in, all?
Judges, two of you go through those double doors there. One of you stay here, and we're going to try and get through this locked door to the north.
I'm going to take a quick look at the scanner and see how many bodies I can pick up.
a lot.
Okay. This place is packed.
This door here is locked?
Yes. Way to check it before you go through.
I'm going to knock on it.
Calihan, where are you at?
I'm probably going to try and see if this door is locked to our right, to the east.
It is not. It's has a handle. You can pull it open and go right through. No problem.
Oh, great. Any scanners picking up anything on the other side?
On this side, that would be what Helix was picking up. That there's a bunch of people in here. So what were you doing, Null? Sorry, you're gonna knock.
Yeah.
Nope. Nobody responds.
I'm going to knock harder, like slam my fist on it.
Nobody responds.
Use that boot. No.
Is there any like window or anything on this door?
No, looks like a retina scanner too. It's a pretty heavy duty door.
Oh.
Okay. Judge Steele, do you want to take point as usual? I'll stay in the rear and watch for anyone to go through this door.
Affirm. Let's do this. So I'm stacking up on the door, got the scatter gun up, ready to knock in the door. You guys ready? Stay out of my ass.
And
So I'm gonna step back and give it the old steel boot, kick it,
go ahead.
and then we're gonna go in. Gun it up. Okay, here we go.
So as soon as you enter, you notice that there's a lot of people in here. There's also other NPCs kind of hanging around, but over here there's a female on stage and she's singing. The minute that you kick open the door, she stops singing. It's like the record scratch, right? And everybody turns and just looks at you.
Hands up, everybody. Put your hands up and get down on the ground. So I'm gonna kind of circle up and to the north as I come in and storm in.
All right, stop. Don't move anymore. Helix, you're staying out, or sorry, Null, you're staying out there. Calihan, where are you going?
I think I'm going to stay out here as well and give cover from the
Okay.
doorway.
Are those double doors glass?
They're not glass. They're pretty flimsy, though.
Okay.
You mean
No,
I
you
didn't
know
break
what?
them when I kicked them?
I lied. They are glass. They shattered. It was blackened glass like the windows. They shattered whenever Judge Steele kicked that door.
Okay.
So you both can definitely see into here and see what's going on.
Do we see that the clam is down there?
I mean, do you recognize the clam?
Yeah, we would have
Yeah.
seen him in, yeah. And
Yeah.
Yamasoto's over there.
Uh-huh.
Lots of
Yeah,
men.
those names. You
Is this
you might
Wolverine up there?
remember this one.
The Rock.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Yeah. So it's like the record scratch and everybody's just kind of stopping. So you
Yeah.
see the clam and Yamasoto are sitting at a table talking and they both look very, very flustered. And as soon as you come in, they both stop and look.
Like I said, get up and get on the ground. Hands in the air.
Roll initiative. So initiative is going to be intuition plus tactics, if you have it, Calihan.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
While you plug everybody out, I'm going to pee real quick.
Yeah, if you need to, this would be the time to grab something to drink or do whatever, because I'm going to take 1 second to get this, these people set up.
So who's a threat in here? Are they drawing
Hey.
weapons or?
So you got to wait, man.
Yeah.
Wait for your initiative, and I'll start talking you through it. So here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Here we
So
do this.
everybody stops and is looking, and it's a very bad situation, right? You just feel like the tenseness in the air, and the minute that Steele commands everybody to drop weapons, a couple of people do the opposite, right? The clam immediately pulls out a gun. You can see Yamasoto is starting to look like he might try to do something, whether it's run or fight, who knows. You got Thin Jerry down here who looks like he's grabbing something, as is The Rock. Ricky Spanish doesn't look like he's exactly the savory type. Versus Susan and Brian up here kind of look like stunned by what's going on, and so does Silver. These three up here kind of look like they don't know what's going on, and Shay over here is just kind of sitting there like watching.
But no solo.
That's-
No other judge that is in judge gear in this room.
No.
boss fight. All right. Well,
Steel, after
Okay.
you, my friend.
So Brian over here, he just looks like, oh shit, he's just kind of sitting there.
Like he's like going like this, like he's about to crawl underneath the table to get out of the way. Susan screams at the top
Susan
of her lungs.
screams.
What's going on? Yeah.
So neither of them look like they're about to drop bows here.
I mean, not at the very second.
Currently, no. Okay, so I'm walking up. I'm gonna move over here behind Brian Derrick. So not too. That's gonna be my first action. Is he still
Human
sitting
shields,
down?
Yeah.
What?
Human shields, huh? That's a very Judge thing to do.
Hey, didn't say I was using him as a human shield. Just walking over there. So I'm up behind him now. Oops. Hey.
You're on top of him. Hey, Brian. How you
And
doing?
he's still sitting, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So can I use the action to basically pull him out of the seat and push him down to the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So
Start with
Brian
you.
is down on the ground. Let me I'll put a let's put the exploding back as meaning they're down on the ground. So that's your turn, yeah?
Yeah, those are my two actions.
Okay, so the clam immediately just turns towards you, pulls out a weapon, and just fires off towards you. It, like, doesn't even care about who's around. He has a spit pistol, which is an automatic. It's basically a machine pistol. And that would be range 8, so that's within range. So he fires off. No aim, just firing twice.
oh shit, ski.
What's your range defense?
14.
14. Okay, so that hits. Does 5 damage to you. So you end up getting a whole bunch of... and he fires off. Let's see here. Can you see steel? Let's see here. Hold on one second. Try to get a range. Oh yeah. He's running. So he fires off that first round, and then he takes off this way. 1, 2, 3, and then leaps. There's a window here that's blacked out. Tries to break through it.
I hope he hits it and falls. Doesn't break.
Let's find out.
That'd be fucking great.
Let's see what skills he has.
That would be great. If I could bounce right off of it.
Come on. Oh.
Oh no. Right through it. Just, he's a big guy. Just takes off running and just, blast goes flying everywhere and he's outside. So that takes us to Judge Helix.
I'm going to establish Overwatch over the room and make sure nobody's pulling any more rifles or guns.
Okay. So that's going to take up, that ends your turn if you go into Overwatch.
Yeah. Will that move me to a new initiative if I have to take an action?
You would immediately go first if your Overwatch stuff happens.
Okay. I'm just basically holding my rifle in a neutral position, not actually at anybody, but just, so they know that I mean business if it comes down to it.
Business? Got it. Yamasoto is give me a luck roll.
Okay. All right.
It's
All right.
I can't decide what Yamasoto's going to do, so you're going to decide for me.
I couldn't see him jump out the window right from my angle. All I heard was breaking glass, I'm sure, right? Since it's
Except
pretty
luck,
quiet.
right?
Yes, please.
Well, there
Yeah,
we
you
go.
would not be able to see
You
that.
watched me take some hits, so I think that should count towards some threatening thoughts.
So
13 on a luck roll. Oh boy.
Ooh.
that's not bad, considering most of you guys' luck is going to be a 3 dice pool. Yamasoto kind of looks left and then looks right, and then ends up taking off running too. But he
These guys
doesn't
are
jump through the
bitches.
glass. He kind of steps over and kind of like very gingerly, right?
Lifting up his
Kind of cuts
loafers.
his suit a little bit. Yes, lifting up his loafers, but because he's taking so much time to try and get through, he's not doing a good job of getting through that broken glass. Thin Jerry, who's not thin, it's a very ironic name. Okay, stands up, kind of flips the table so that he can use it as cover. That's his first action, and then pulls out a gun. So that would be whenever you can take a shot at him, Felix.
Which one's
But
Thin
he's a
Jerry?
cover. This is Thin
You're
Jerry.
the guy
right?
down at the bottom.
Right here.
So I do have line of sight to him then, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I checked before I said anything. So he
But
does
he's-
have cover, which means that you take a disadvantage.
All right.
He's trying to. It's been a while since we've actually used cover. There it is. Cover. Cover takes. Where's my wheel? That's what I'm looking for. There it is.
2d6.
Cover. Negative 2d6 to your attack. So when you roll your attack, you put -2 in for the modifiers.
Okay, but since I'm aiming, it's a wash then.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take a shot at Plump Jerry since he's drawing a weapon.
It's thin Jerry.
Thin Jerry, but I'm taking aim at him where I see him flip the table up and draw a weapon, and I'm assuming he's ducking behind the table. So I'm taking a shot at my best guess of where I believe he is taking shelter behind. So let's
Get
see.
some.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh wait! I'm using the wrong damn roll here. Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Rifles. Yes. Damn it! Get off there. All right. Ugh.
Yeah, you missed. So the round ends up impacting into the table where he was knocked.
Okay. By the lack
takes
of
Screams?
screaming, I'm assuming I missed.
Yes. Yes.
And then I can move after that, right? Or no, because I aimed.
No,
Sorry.
you cannot. Yep. Okay, so Brianna, the Rock, is kind of a pretty buff individual. I'm trying to figure out if she's gonna come at you. Yeah, she is.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh,
she ends up basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7, 8 straight towards you, just running. And as
come
she's
at me,
going,
baby.
she's pulling out what looks to be some kind of a extendable club. So she's
Ooh.
snapping it out as she comes out.
Step up to bat.
Excal. Good bat.
Yes.
Judge Judith Calihan.
So how does movement work in this?
You
Just-
can, so movement, so you get 2 actions every round. You can use
Mhm.
both of those to move, or you can use one to move. You can move, shoot, and then move after as well. Your max movement for an action is your speed, which is the number of blocks that you can move. For you, it's 4. So you can move 4 blocks.
But if I take it twice, I can move 8?
Correct.
Okay. I think I'm going to be moving twice, hopefully out the door and to the south, where I think this dude is escaping.
Okay.
Yamamoto. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. How far does that take you?
Was here. It can't. Okay. 1, 2.
I use the little arrow keys, and then you can count them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a video game.
Nintendo.
It's a cereal now.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm about halfway there, ish. I think.
We're halfway there. So Tyler, old man Tyler down here, sees what's going on and screams at the top of his lungs, very similar to how the singer did, and it sounds about the same pitch. Drops down to the table and covers himself up.
Like scared?
Like terrified.
Okay.
Like
right.
shitting his pants, terrified. That takes us to Ricky Spanish. Reference? Anybody? No? Ricky Spanish? Ricky Spanish. No? So, alright, that's fine. So Ricky Spanish ends up pushing himself up from the table, and what's his... Give me 1 second, I need to double check what his equipment is. He has a pistol. He ends up pulling it out and shooting at Steel. Yeah, because he can't see anybody else. Okay, so that's right within range.
Son of a bitch.
Everybody's going after you.
Well, Judge Steele overextended.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh.
So he misses. So he takes off the shot and ends up hitting the wall beside you. Nothing happens.
I look at that shot and laugh.
So Silver, the female right here, ends up standing up from her table, kind of looks around, looks left and right, and pulls out a weapon as well and fires off a shot at Helix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to get saucy. All right.
So that's within range. So she shoots.
18.
So again, another antique pistol. The round ends up hitting the wall. Null, it kind of comes out of the wall and hits the wall next to you. And that takes us to Judge Null.
So because I just hear gunshots and I can't see into that room very well where I'm at, I speak up on the radio and say, Judge Steele, sit rep, where do you need me?
In the room. We're overwhelmed. The clam also jumped through the window and took off. Yamasato as well. That's where Calihan went.
Okay, hearing that, I would probably help pursue Yamasato and Calihan because they're higher priority. And I know my bike's right there outside. So I'm heading for my bike.
Okay.
Moggy pants.
So I can get to my bike with 2 movements. Can I actually get up on it and start it or anything?
You can get on and mount it, yeah.
Okay, then that's where I am.
Okay.
Judges, I'm mounting up, pursuing the perps.
Sheila ends up dropping to the ground after screaming. You know, she was just here to sing a song and try to become famous, and y'all just ruined her night. Shay is still sitting there, just watching what's happening. And, like, literally, just sitting there, chill as fuck, just watching everything happening. Does nothing. Judge Steele, that takes us back to you.
Well, I'm aiming and shooting at the rock right now.
Do it. Roll it. So add your 2d6 to that. You're not within point blank range, though, so you don't get bonus for that.
You may want to try to withdraw if you can. Holy shit.
Yeah. Alright. So, no aim, just shooting at the rock with the scatter.
Okay.
Do you just want me to use the lawgiver?
Just roll your straight agility or intuition because you don't have rifles, right?
No, I just have pistols.
Okay, and then if you hit, I'll tell you what to roll for damage.
Okay, so just agility +2? Or, no, 0, because I'm not aiming anymore.
Correct.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wow. Yeah, you miss. You end up taking a shot. Completely
Stovepipe.
It just hits the wall, like, and she just kind of looks at you and grins, like,
What's
you're
this
about
shit?
to have a bad day, buddy.
All right.
Alfio takes off running to the east and kind of goes out of your sight line.
I only had one more action, right? Since I didn't aim.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, forgot to.
All right. No, that's all right. So I'm backing the fuck up, and it's 30 feet, right, that I can get out.
I don't know what's your speed.
6.
6, so you can move 6 blocks, so 30 feet. Yeah.
Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, baby.
Yay.
Shut up, Wolf. Over here in your GM shit.
Okay, so the clam ends up taking off to the east. That takes us to Judge Helix.
All right. Well, I guess we got a new. I'm going to step. Well, no, actually, I'm going to stay put and aim at Silver.
Okay.
So she's the immediate threat.
Yep.
All right.
Need to get that command on tap, son.
I'm trying. Since I've got perfect aim, that adds 2 die 6 to my aim. So.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, that
nice.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
This is plus 4.
Yep. So that's going to kill her. Tell me about her death.
Yes.
The having no immediate target and Silver being the most deadly one, Judge Helix lowers his rifle, lines it up, tries to hit center of mass, but in his haste he doesn't get the gun quite low enough and puts one right between her eyes.
She snaps her
She-
head back, kind of lets out of a grunt, and sinks down and falls backwards.
And that's it for me.
Yamasoto is running to the west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thin Jerry, old Thin Jerry, is still behind his cover and shooting at Helix again.
Rude.
Yeah, I know. So he's going to take time to aim this time, and then he's going to fire off the round. Okay, so I actually have a Thin Jerry. Good old Thin Jerry. He's a good guy. Likes to hang out on the weekends with The Rock. So he's a nice dude. What's your range defense, Helix?
18.
Oh, right on it too. So he ends up taking a shot, kind of like aims it around the kind of his table, and then fires off a round, and it ends up hitting you. But it doesn't do too much because of your magnificent judge armor.
Glancing blow.
But
Okay, 1 second.
I guess seeing him come around the table, I just happened to turn it slightly angled a little bit and was able to catch it on the shoulder.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so the Rock takes 1, 2, 3, 4 steps forward reaches into her pocket and pulls out a baseball-looking like object and throws it at the two of you who are standing together.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Is that why she's a rock?
grenade.
Yeet.
And thievery. Okay, there's a combat.
I don't know what my grenade defense is.
What's your ranged defense?
18.
14.
And
Oh,
so
fuck.
it ends up hitting you. There, Steele. You manage to, however you do it, Helix. You tell me after I get done with this. You manage to kind of shield yourself from the blow. But Steele, on the other hand, takes it.
He does take it.
And you take 8 damage.
Oh.
So
Oh.
that's 3 damage. After your
Oh, fuck. I'm hurting.
When I see the grenade fly, I notice that she didn't quite land the grenade in between me and Steel. She landed it just to the south of Steel, so his body must have shielded me from the blast because I didn't have anywhere to go.
There goes my hero. That takes us to Judge Judith Calihan.
Tell me, are my sensors indicating that Yamasoto is moving to the west?
You would know that he was heading to the west.
Okay, so that means he's headed right toward me.
Yep.
All right, can I take cover and hold action? Just kind of wait to play
Overwatch?
whack-a-mole, or?
Yeah, absolutely. So you would go into Overwatch.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I don't know if you remember from these guys, the first game that we did, you have a special Lawgiver Mark 1 that does have a stun setting on it. So you can use a stun setting. Okay, so that would mean you hold your turn until, what's going to be your Overwatch stipulations?
All right.
Oh, no, I need to know what they are.
Until I see Yamasoto so that I can shoot.
Okay.
I suppose I can change it to stun.
Yeah, that's a free action. Changing. So
Okay.
I house ruled that a while ago. Changing actions in the Lawgiver is a free action.
All right, let's do that.
Tyler ends up peeing himself.
Ah,
Ricky Spanish ends up moving. 2, 3, 4. Gets into cover with this jukebox, leans around and takes a shot at. Any day. At Helix. What's Ricky Spanish's character's bias right now? So it is. Boom. And he misses. So he fires off a shot and ends up impacting around. Maybe it's the smoke from the frag grenade. That takes us to Dead Silver. She's dead. Null.
So I'm on my Lawmaster now. I rev it up and start chasing after whoever I'm going to see when I come around this corner, basically.
Okay. So
I rev up to 5. The acceleration's 5, so that's all I can get it up to.
good. Then you know exactly what you're doing.
So, yeah, 10 spaces. So I guess about there if I'm not trying to fly over the curb.
Okay. Sheila does nothing. Shay finally seems like she's taking an interest in what's going on. She stands up off of her bar stool, and she pulls out a pistol and shoots at Steel.
bitch.
Just not your day, Steel.
It is not.
Everybody.
They're just intimidated about my size. That's what it is.
That'd be my guess.
Everybody's terrified of you.
I knew it. Except the mutants. I'm terrified of them.
And bugs.
And bugs.
Okay, that didn't roll right. Hold on.
Oh.
That looks like a
Sorry.
miss.
Yeah,
It's
right?
one
That
dice.
was perfect. It was a great
Oh,
shot.
yeah,
Good
that's
job,
exactly.
Finn.
Good shot. Just shot herself in the face.
She's so casual, she forgot to load the fucking thing.
So the round ends up firing off and hits the wall around you. You guys are just in luck whenever it comes to being shot at.
We're in
That takes
fucking
us back to
Afghanistan
Steel.
is where we are.
So
After
at
Steel.
about this time, hold on. At about this time, you hear from somewhere, it could be anywhere between here and here.
Are you marking
Explosion.
something?
Yeah, I'm pinging it.
Oh no.
So
Oh,
anywhere
let me
between
zoom
here.
out.
So somewhere along the back here, in this area around here,
Oh, okay. Okay.
you hear an explosion.
Somebody blew up my fucking Lawmaster.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit me. Come on, Clam, that wasn't nice.
Do a
Clam.
a law check. Do a law check for me using intuition. Everybody can, because it's a pretty
Everybody?
loud boom. Yep.
Oh, fuck. I'm too messed up.
That dice cocked.
Did you guys hear something? I didn't hear anything.
I'm
I
waiting
felt a
for-
boom. I'm
Judge
still suffering from shock from that frag going off close.
There it is. Okay. Check your Discord,
All right.
Oh,
and here it comes. Bam. All right. So now back to Steel.
yeah. So, after I've been hit a few times, by a few times, I mean like by everybody, I'm on my comms and I'm like, Helix, we gotta pull back. We gotta pull back.
Pull back, I'll cover you.
So I'm going through the door. Oops, let me switch. So my first action is to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since she's there, as I run out, I obviously notice Callahan looking south and Null on his bike as well. Wolf.
I'm listening.
Okay. So I'm set up on this, and I'm gonna do an Overwatch. Basically, if someone other than Helix comes out, it's gonna meet the end of my gun.
Okay. So that takes us to the
Judges, that
clam.
explosion. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
That
go.
explosion was my explosive round from a lawgiver.
Fuck. What I would say.
Fuck. That's about right.
Understood. I heard that.
I got the entrance covered, Helix.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to take a shot at Brianna, not aiming, because I'm going to try to move after taking a shot.
Okay. Go ahead.
Get her. Get her. Yeet.
That's a miss.
Oh.
And then
Go ahead, move.
after that, so I got a speed of 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is diagonal considered 1?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go right there.
Okay.
And I mean,
So
can I eject him?
Yamasoto. Nope.
All right.
Changing a magazine is a whole round action, so that includes
Okay.
ejecting it. So.
Okay.
So Yamasoto comes running around this corner, looking back, completely oblivious to what's going on. Doesn't even notice Noel. Callahan, are you taking a shot, or doing something,
Oh,
or
yeah.
trying to make a poop pants, or what?
I'll be trying to stun him.
Okay.
Number
go ahead,
one
roll me
stunner.
attack. So you should have stun on your sheet, right? So on the underneath combat and equipment, you should have Lawgiver Mark 1 stun charge. So if you click that blue box next to it, it'll automatically roll everything for you.
Wow, that's amazing. No positional effects or anything like that.
Nope, not from where you are.
Okay.
So it hits him. And wait. So it hits him. And he just kind of stumbles, but he's still trying to go. Like he's still trying to go, and he's kind of wibbly wobbly woob. He kind of moves like he doesn't even realize really what happened, and he's kind of going like this. Like he's slowed down. The stun charge caught him completely off guard, but it wasn't enough to take him down all the way.
Serpentine.
So Thin Jerry, not having anybody to shoot at now, goes 1, 2, sticks his head out and sees Null on his bike.
Fucking Thin Jerry.
Thin Jerry. So he's going to be at a disadvantage shooting. What do you want to use for your DC for the... Do you want to use your bike, or do you want to use your normal defense?
This guy's about to get a Cyclops beam to the face.
Defense is equal to speed plus 12.
Oh, then yeah, definitely the bike. That's what I thought, but I was wondering, why is he even asking me?
Because I just wanted to see if you'd be like, no, I want to use my personal defense.
You want me to shoot myself in the foot, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, claws the law.
Range defense, 17. And it misses. So he takes a shot. It just goes wide down, hits the wall way across from you. Brianna. Let's see here. Okay. Judy, you're up.
All right. I think I'm going to fire off another stun round at Yamasoto.
Have at it.
Okay.
Oh, wrong gun. There we go. So that's stun charge. Tell me what happens to Yamasoto with your stun charge, because
Yeah, get him.
It connects, grabs his heart, and he just falls to the floor, hopefully unconscious.
his head bounces once off the concrete or the blacktop, and he just kind of lays there, twitching slightly.
Great.
Okay, Judge Null.
Judges, I'm in pursuit of the clam. I saw him go down this alley, and then you'd see Judge Null continuing to accelerate.
Which alley, Null?
He's heading behind the restaurant.
Copy that.
Yeah, that's it.
Can you see down that alley yet?
Not fully.
Okay, good. Okay. Sheila continues to scream and cry. And then we got Shay. Okay, and that's... your Helix, your comms come up and indicate that your bike there's some type of forcible movement against it.
Judges, somebody's trying to get into back door moving my bike.
Copy that.
Steal.
So I'm taking off to the north. Helix, I'm moving north to get eyes on that alleyway.
I'll keep an eye on the door. Yeah.
Copy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to take another action to move all the way up where I want, which is next to Callahan's bike. So 1, 2, 3. That's where I'm sitting. Looking down that alley.
1 second.
And
Yep, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, I said.
no, I know. I have something else to add when you're ready.
Yeah, go.
Since I still have a scattergun, I'm throwing it on my back and drawing my lawgiver.
Cool. So whenever you get to that alley, you see that somebody's trying to push the door open that Helix put the bike up against, and it's rattling the bike, but it's not falling over. The bike's pretty heavy.
Good.
And then you see old Alfio the Clam come running around the corner around that bike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then jump into that car.
Okay.
And it starts to move forward.
The Clam just got in his car. He's probably going to try and ram me.
Okay. I'm just going to put him up here. Okay. So, at about this time, you hear the rev of another engine. It sounds like some type of a motorcycle. Helix, you're up.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to. So you're saying ejecting and chambering another, loading another mag is a full round, both actions?
No, it's a action. It's a single action. So
Okay,
dropping
so
the mag is nothing. It's just
Okay.
loading that new ammo into there. It is.
All right, I'm loading a new mag and taking a step back to here to give me a little bit better range from that door because I don't want to be point blank to some fool coming out.
Okay.
And I don't know if I can. I still can't overwatch, right? I could just basically take a bullet.
If you moved and you reloaded a different mag, that's your turn.
Okay. While I was here, I guess I'll stay there, just reload a new mag, and if I see, can I see through
Blackened
this door
glass.
here?
It's blackened glass. No.
Okay. All right. Well, as soon as I see that door start to crack open, I'm going to give a verbal command, and if they don't comply, it's lights out, I guess.
Okay. Yamasoto twitches on the ground. Thin Jerry with Gnaw going by ends up kind of grabbing a hold of his pistol and bringing it up and just closing one eye as he aims at the judge trying to move around. And he takes a shot.
Come on, brother. Got this.
So you're still at speed 5, right, Gnaw?
10. I accelerated.
Okay, so that's 22.
Yep.
Oh.
So he takes that shot, and it just completely goes behind you. Misses 100%. He doesn't understand the idea of leading.
He's new.
He's more of a melee guy anyways. Okay, so that would be... So the sensor on your bike goes off, Helix, again. This time that the bike's been toppled over.
All right. Somebody's knocked the bike, locked by lawmaster over. So beware, Steel. Somebody's coming out that back door.
Yeah, I see them. They're trying to push it down.
So you see that door swing out, Steel, but nobody comes out. That was their turn, was pushing on it. Calihan.
Is there any way I can move to Yamasoto, grab him, drag him back?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
That should take up both actions there and back again.
Yep.
Hobbit
So is that
story.
where you want him? Right there?
No, I kind of want him to my right.
There?
Corner, yeah.
Cool.
And if it's possible, also to secure him, handcuff him, just in case he comes to.
Absolutely. He is handcuffed and secured.
Thank you.
Yep. I think there's a handcuffed symbol. I'll go ahead and put that on. No, I'll put the wrench on. He's got the wrench. That means he's handcuffed. Tyler.
The claw?
Tyler kind of poops himself a little bit further while he's inside. I never even got to bring this guy out, Andy.
Is that Dan Marino's brother?
No. It's Joe Marino. That's sad. Oh well. Next time, I suppose.
Okay.
So Ricky Spanish comes barreling out through that door.
Okay,
And go ahead, roll it.
I'm gonna take that
'Cause
beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, because he's got a las knife in his hand now too.
Oh, that's great.
The only thing getting cut is him.
I'm thinking about them beans.
Hmm.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll damage.
This is a +4.
Okay, he's dead. Tell me how it happens.
Seeing this bulk of a man come slamming through the door, Helix having readied himself for this eventuality, he had his sights set right on the center of the door, and this guy took one right in the chest.
And he just gets hit and falls back through, shatters the glass on the door, and just lays down in a pool of his own blood. That takes us back to Steele.
Yeah, well, so
Did I go that round?
Oh no, you didn't. What happened to you? There you are. Go ahead, and also, I'm sorry.
All right. So I don't accelerate any further, but I pull up in this alley.
Okay. And as you come around that alley, you see that Solo is on top of his Lawmaster, and he's accelerating.
Okay. I have flipped my siren on at this point, and I'm saying over the loudspeaker, Judge Solo, stop, or I'll shoot. And is there anyone else down here I see, or just Solo?
As of right now, you don't see anybody else.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and fire.
What are you firing?
I'm gonna be soft on him at first, and just fire the bite cannon off.
Oh, I'm just gonna fire a cannon at him.
Couple 20 mil chain guns. What?
I
ain't no
mean,
thing.
you know. All right, so.
Well, I mean, I couldn't shoot the laser down the alley and just like.
I mean, like the
Swiss
last.
cheese, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's auto and burst
Gunnery.
Two. Yep.
Gunnery is intuition, or
It's the same thing for any other range.
okay, so intuition.
Yep. So you
I'm
are.
going to add one luck die to that.
Okay. DC is going to be currently 15.
Okay. And I'm mostly aiming for his bike, but I mean it's.
But
burst,
I mean,
so,
if it hits him, then you're like,
Yeah.
whatever.
You know.
Yeah.
Oops.
That didn't even add the. Or no, it did add the luck die, but 15.
Okay, so the vehicle is based on current speed plus its modifier for overall size with a minimum value 10. And there's a thing in here, if I remember right, about hitting the occupant versus hitting the bike. I'm trying to find it right now. Sorry, 1 second. I don't think we've ever had any Lawmaster on Lawmaster love.
Ooh, scissor.
Jesus.
And I don't know if it would also hit Judge Helix's bike since it's kind of around the corner or not.
No, it's fine.
Around the corner.
So I will let you pick whether it hits the bike or him.
I'm trying to disable the bike without exploding it.
Oh, okay. It explodes just because I hate you. Lawmaster
Fucked up.
has a health of 25 and a soak of 10. So that's auto, burst 2, roll damage, 2d6 plus 3. Okay, so that's 20. So your rounds just spatter off the back fairing and do absolutely nothing to it.
At least he knows I'm serious, and I can switch over to my Cyclops laser if he doesn't stop.
I've given the warning shot. Now we're back to Steel. Sorry about that, Null.
No, it's okay.
I wasn't apologizing to you,
Sorry.
Steel.
It was for him. I know it was. I was talking for him. Look, it replenishes every day or every scene.
Every day. You don't get
So
any
we
more
haven't had any
extra
day.
luck.
Yeah, all right. So what Papa Bear about to do is he's raising up his lawgiver. He'd switch to armor piercing, and I'm gonna fire a round into the windshield where the driver would be.
Okay, so are you aiming?
No.
You're just raising it and shooting.
Yes.
I thought you were going to do that whole Danny Glover thing, Lethal Weapon. Crack your old neck.
Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I need to be able to get the fuck out of the way after I
range
shoot.
on armor piercing is 6. So that's going to be... go ahead and roll at -2 for positional dice.
Oh.
Oops.
You might hit the broadside of this building back here.
Use your luck dice.
I don't have any.
Should.
Jesus. I didn't use any of you last time.
Well, I'm Helix. I'm so good at shooting that I don't have to use luck dice.
They replenish every session, don't they?
No, they replenish
Every
every day.
That's why I asked, because I was going to use the fuck out of some luck.
Then I just used my last one.
Yeah.
I know.
But I can replenish after a 5-minute rest, so.
Oh, you got a perk or an exploit?
Yeah.
Oh, well, just sit down for a minute and take a pill. Just relax. Have a coffee. Have a White Claw. You are the law. Remember that.
Okay, so that hits, and my name's Helix, and I can shoot really well.
So it hits in the windshield and it penetrates through the windshield. Roll me luck.
Come on. Big bucks.
Luck
Big
be
bucks.
a lady
No whammies.
tonight.
And pizza.
It just goes straight through the car. It doesn't hit him.
Motherfucker.
In order to hit the occupant of a vehicle, you got to do, if you were trying to hit him, there's specialty aiming that you have to do with called shots.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that. I was going for luck.
Yeah, it's cool. That's why I let it happen.
I need to. I wanted to save this action because I got to get out of the way. Cause
Yeah, you need to get out of the way.
He's gonna mash me, so I'm getting up on the corner of this building right here.
Okay. So
And I'm saying, sorry,
you're saying what?
I shot into the car. He ain't stopping.
No, he actually stops and he gets out and he surrenders.
Oh well, I mean, I don't believe you.
You shouldn't. All right, so he accelerates up now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that ends his turn. So now he's starting to juice a little bit up. Helix, you're up.
Let's see. All right, I'm just going to take a step back to here and use the remainder of my action on Overwatch if I can.
Yeah, sure. Okay. What's your conditions for Overwatch?
I heard Steele saying he's going to be getting run down with a vehicle, so I'm going to keep an eye on this alley for any vehicles making a getaway out of there, and I'm going to try to take a shot at it if I see it.
Okay. Yamasoto twitches. Then Jerry is saying that he has had enough of this and is taking off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So at this time, Steele, you can kind of see, but Brianna comes out of the doorway
Oh,
and
man.
looks like she is going to try to take off too. One,
Why did it
two.
have to be snakes?
No, you see her coming around the corner and heading off. Solo ends up accelerating. He was
Said,
originally at
"Fuck you."
4. That puts him at, yep, he's like, I'm out, dude. And takes off around the corner.
I thought he was going to run over Brianna.
Callahan, where's Luna when you need the high explosive shot, man?
He's going to just
Right.
go.
I mean, I was going to use that, but then I remembered the rules.
He's going to go
I'm not
recon.
trying
I mean,
to-
at this point in time, you've been engaged by a superior enemy. So I'm just saying.
Just saying.
So our bikes have AI, you say?
They do.
And they come when called, you say?
They
Damn
do.
it.
How does that work in movement and
You
jump
just
like
tell
that?
me what you would pretend that you were on the bike with a 3d6 dice pool. So
Yeah.
if your bike is this one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would say that you would pretend like you're on the bike, so you could accelerate and then have it come down towards you.
Okay, I think I'd like to do that.
You got to do it like
Okay.
Knight Rider. Kit, I need picked up outside the building.
So let's see here. You can accelerate it once, and that would mean you get speed up to 4, which would allow you to move 8. Correct, Null?
I'm not sure. I was just going by the exact speed, so it can accelerate 5 each time,
Oh, okay, it's 5. So
and then move. So you move 5.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can do a second move with it if you want to move it closer.
Yeah, I think
1,
so.
2, 5. So you're gonna have to slow it down unless you want to try to jump onto it. Say
Oh,
next round.
shit.
So that would be your turn, though. Is that cool?
I think so.
Okay. Tyler, now not only has pissed and shit himself, he has also thrown up. Null, it's your turn.
Get him. Get him. Get his ass.
So where exactly did Judge Solo go off to? To the left.
On the alley.
Okay.
He took a left.
I'm just going to continue up there. I'm going to accelerate so I can catch up to him. And I'm going to be saying, Judge Solo, stop or I'll fire my Cyclops laser. I'm assuming we can
Here.
communicate over helmets to him.
Yes.
Does he say anything back as I'm speeding up?
Come and fucking get me.
Oh, this fool. This fool. Get his ass.
Okay. So once I turn around that corner, I'm firing off my Cyclops laser at him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Money, money, money,
Okay.
And
money.
So, go ahead.
I was going to say I use it as a tracer, but it takes 2 actions. I can't do that this round.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Or, well, if I'm on a bike
It's-
moving forward, does that count as an action moving?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Well, you did take a turn too,
Let me hold on.
so that would probably.
The rules for vehicles are very, very open. Hold on. Give me
Yeah,
one
it's on
second, okay?
118. Or 119,
Yeah, I'm on
I
there.
mean.
Okay.
Oh, controlling the vehicle uses 1 action on part of the driver.
There you go. That's what it was. Yeah.
So
Okay.
to use it as a tracer, I'd have to be completely not moving.
Yes. No. You're talking about for the beam weapon? The beam?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He uses 2
no.
actions to fire it as a tracer.
No, I don't believe that for the beam. At least a Cyclops laser.
Okay.
So
So,
you
I'm
can use it
firing
as a
that
beam
at
weapon.
him.
Okay, go ahead. So he's up to 16.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Jesus.
missed.
Oh,
Wow.
that was actually only 2 ones. I forgot to uncheck the luck.
Okay.
So it's at 8.
Yeah, that's cool.
But that wasn't my. I still have 2 more spaces I have to move because of my acceleration. So now I'm
Okay.
next to him.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. It's like that game Road Rash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not Finn. Shay comes out the door. Her name got changed to Finn for some reason. Shay sees you riding by next to Solo and pulls out or has her pistol in hand and takes a shot at you, Noel. What's your current speed?
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No. So that shot ends up going wide, and now it's Solo's turn. So one of his things, he's going 8. So one of his actions, you're going what again?
15.
15. Jesus. Okay, so he's going to pull out his lawgiver and take a shot at you with it with the standard execution round. Let's see here. Let me grab Solo. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, I don't have a thing for him. So that would be, he is at speed 8, you are at speed 15. That means 7 plus 12 is 19. Woo! So he ends up firing around at you, and it just goes flying by right in front of you. Barely skims your bike. Steel, you're up.
Okay. So from where I'm at, obviously I don't have a shot, but can I lead around the corner, like protecting myself?
If you use a move action, you can move around the corner and then go back into cover after.
I don't mind you shooting around the corner. I think that's a legitimate tactic.
Okay.
Because
So,
Doug's not the GM here. Look at me.
I was
look
just
at me.
saying what was from
Look
the
at
book. Sorry.
I know. No. I think shooting
thanks
around
for
the
letting me
corner,
know that,
staying
bro.
in cover is totally okay.
Okay. So then I'm gonna do that, and I'm using my giver again, but I've switched over to high explosive.
Okay. If you miss, I'm going to make you roll to see if you get scattered.
If that was considered a tracer round, does he get a bonus from that?
Yes,
Tracer
he does.
bonus? Okay.
No, because he shot at. Who are you shooting at, Andy?
He's shooting a clam.
I'm at the clam.
Oh, okay, sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, I
shut
can't
up.
even
Target,
see
friendo.
Solo. I can't even see Solo.
You're Solo. All right, go ahead.
Solo. Okay.
So your current DC is sorry, 1 second. Is more than 1.
Okay. Well then.
Go ahead and roll it, and I'll tell you if you beat it or not. You don't beat it.
Can I just use my perfect aim then and shoot?
Do you just want me to like hand it to you too? Be like, here you go. Go ahead. Yeah, you hit him. Good. Congratulations.
I mean, that's what I'm going for. Yeah.
Go for it. Do it.
All right. So I'm using that. My bonus increases to +2.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
All right. Where's the fucking hitters? Oh.
No, that hits. Let's see here. And then you used your HE.
Yes, sir. 1 heat, 1 burst.
Okay, double damage to robots and inanimate objects. So that's going to be double damage, burst 1. There's nobody around for it to hit, so that doesn't matter. So that's 14 minus 10. Let's see here. You roll a bunch of 1s, no 6s. So that ends up doing...
Hope that shatters this windshield.
It does, but it doesn't really damage it too much. So we'll say it takes away 5 damage. So Alfeo the clamp, so that was your aim and your total action. So Alfeo accelerates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Get out of my way, Steel.
I can't. You're in the way.
Oh.
And tries to run you down.
Oh, I was standing there because I didn't think you could.
So what's your vital defense?
Shit. 11.
Okay, so if he misses this, he's going to careen into the wall.
Everybody blow on the dice, or press F to pay respects.
That hits you.
Ah.
So I'm going to say half of the speed, D6 for damage.
Oof.
13 minus 5 is...
I'm down.
Yeah? 13 minus 5 is what? So that takes you down to 0. So that puts you broken.
Broken steel.
And he
Somebody
continues
bet
on
the
his
steel.
way.
So after he passes steel, I'm going to take my shot.
Yep.
Do I notice him hit steel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I roll up
He
over
turned
that
into
roof. I tumble.
Meat pancake. Yeah, tell me how that happens, Steel, while he's doing his roll.
So after I take my shot, I see it hit, and I pull back. But I pull back almost too much to watch because I want to make sure he's down while he's not fucking down, and I don't have enough time to pull back. And so I get hit from the bumper, and I roll up over the top, and I just get left laying in the street.
And your shot there, Helix goes flying off into the distance and completely misses him.
All right, well, after I take my shot, I'm going to radio. Steel's down.
And that would put the clam off of the map. So you're back up now, Helix. What do you want to do?
I'm going to start moving towards steel. I got a speed of 7. Can I hear things? Well, I imagine with the explosion, I probably don't hear lawmasters coming down the alley, but
no.
All right, let's see. 7. I'm gonna make a double move. That takes me 14.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, so character's health. Okay, when it's reduced to 0 health or lower, they immediately form a dice pool equal to the size of their endurance pool. This is the ticking clock. Okay, cool. That's fine. All right, so you move twice. There you are.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So Yamasoto twitches. Thin Jerry is gone.
Yeah.
Brianna, gone.
Yeah.
That leaves us with Judge Judith Calihan.
Get him.
All right. Well, you said I had to slow down the bike and bring it to a halt, but I think I'm going to go for the acrobatic option
Nice.
Yeah.
instead.
Okay, do me an acrobatics check.
Sweet.
Right?
Wolf's like, come on, motherfuckers.
I want to see somebody face plant.
You already did.
All right, so you manage to you get on the bike. Tell us how it goes.
All right. It's pretty smooth as far as it goes with catching a running bike. She doesn't jerk her arm out of socket or anything like that. And then she turns right around and heads north to Judge Steele.
So you still can have both of your actions this round.
Oh, excellent. I'll be moving north to Steele.
Okay, so this thing was at 5, right? So that's 5. So that means 1,
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you want to use the other action to move again?
Yes, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Alrighty. So that's where you are. I'm going to put you right there.
Okay.
All right. Tyler, not only his shit pissed and vomited himself, he has now also passed out. So that puts
Probably.
us to Judge Null.
Judge Solo isn't moving anymore, or what?
Judge Solo took his turn, right? Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot to move him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Judges, I'm in pursuit of Judge Solo. He's heading west down the alley.
Oh, I think we see him now.
Yeah. Did he accelerate at all?
No, he's still going 8.
Okay. So I'm going to decelerate back to 10 and get behind him and take another shot with the Cyclops.
Okay, so that you're at 10, right? You said. Okay, so
Yeah.
Where's that put you at? Right there.
Well, I'm going to take the shot here and then get back down.
Okay.
So that would be 5. I would end up here though.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you're at 10, so that's a 2 difference. You're moving faster than he is, which means you control the situation. So, DC 12. No, sorry, DC 14. So you fire off another round, the Cyclops laser, and just nada.
Do I get another D6 from the Tracer myself, or is it only teammates?
No, I believe it's you too. It's anybody shooting, right?
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me double check before I say anything. Because this is the first time we used a beam weapon.
Yeah, Tracer was under the special ammunition.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. It's like...
That is page 106.
Thank you.
Grants a 1d6 for 1 round to all ranged combatants firing on the same target. So I just wasn't sure if that's for my own.
It's not the same round, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so no. So you miss, and that puts you right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shay is heading off. She's out. That takes us back to Judge Steele, who's laying there. Judge Steele, please roll your endurance pool.
Endurance pool?
Yep. So just hit the endurance button.
Oh, okay. I'm up. Give me love.
No, you're not. In fact, you're closer to death now. On the next
All
turn,
right.
you roll 2d6, and if it comes up 6s, then you're getting closer and closer to death. The clam is gone. That takes us to Solo. So Solo is going to continue on, take his shot at Helix as he goes by. He's 2 above you, right? Or you're 2 above him? Correct? You're speed 10, right?
You're talking about
me?
Judge
Yeah, I'm at 10.
Yeah, sorry. So you're at I need to fix that. Speed 10. So he ends up rolling. So that would be 2, so DC 14. So that hits. Standard execution round. So let's see here. Who has a higher armor, you or your bike?
My bike, I'm sure.
Lawmaster. Hold on, I got it right here.
It has a soak of 10.
Soak of 10. So that's going to be the soak on it. So that's 2d6 plus 1, 2, so 4. Okay, so just the shot ends up hitting the bike and just kind of bouncing off. That takes us to Helix.
I'm gonna rummage. Well, shit. Actually, shit. I guess I'm gonna step over here and take a shot at Judge Solo.
Okay. Yeah, that is within range.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll it. The DC will be
I'm going to
20.
I'm going to dump my luck pool into it.
Okay.
So I got so let's see, I'm gonna put 4 into it. I don't know if that even worked.
It did not. How many luck dice do you want to spend?
I spent 4.
Okay, so roll 4d6. Okay, so that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. It's the regular law rod rounds, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is +4. Oh shit! Now it adds the luck dice in it. Okay, let me try this again. Sorry.
That's fine. I can pull damage off of that.
Oh, you can't. Oh, well, there it goes again. Anyway.
I'm just gonna keep throwing dice out here. So the round hits, and it just completely spangs off the bike.
Okay.
Yamasoto twitches. Judge Judith Calihan.
I'm going to jump off the bike and see about Judge Steele's damage.
Help me.
Okay.
Mama.
So first an acrobatics check to see if you eat shit.
Okay.
You can decelerate back to 0.
That would be very embarrassing, by the way.
Woo! Oh!
She jumps off and the bike keeps going. It runs me over.
All right, that's enough to make it an efficient landing. So, yeah, so
All right.
you're going to do... Anybody can attempt to form emergency aid. It takes 2 actions. So you're going to have to do it this round and next round. Because getting off
I
of your
have
bike will
an
be one.
exploit. I have an
Ooh.
exploit. Ooh. Exceptional healing hand. I can use basic medical equipment to heal 2 die 6 points of health to an adjacent creature as a single action. So I like to do that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and count that as instead of recovering health, you have to stabilize it first. So we're going to say
Okay,
that'll
cool.
apply to stabilization as well. So you use that, and what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to roll... Oh, crap, I forgot to get his negative health. Sorry, that puts you at negative health, not... so that puts you at... It was -3. So you need to do a medicine check with logic. So performing emergency aid is a logic check, and it's going to be DC 13. Oh, okay. So he is no longer dying.
Yeah.
And go ahead and roll 1d6.
No more Fs.
Oh, great. Super duper.
So that still leaves him at -2 health. So he's not moving anything. Like
Mama.
he's down, but he's not dying.
Mama.
Give you a lowercase f.
And Solo didn't finish his move last round. So that's 1, 2, 3,
'Cause
4,
he's a
5,
bitch.
6, 7, 8. Null.
Kill him.
Let's see. I was gonna try and ram him when he was next to me. I'm gonna do that. He accelerated or stayed the same speed?
He stayed the same speed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pulling up beside him, and I'm gonna try and ram him into the wall to
Yeah.
destabilize him and knock him over.
He's gonna
Ride
pull
check.
Luke Skywalker.
Should I be up?
What, is that agility or?
Yes, agility or intuition. I'll let you do either one.
Oh yeah, I'm using intuition for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so, you guys come moving forward. Whose bike's this, by the way? Is that Steele's?
No, mine's down by the parking lot.
I think that was Lane's or Judge Callahan's.
No,
No,
hers is right here next to
Right
Helix.
there. It was just a random
it's
ass
just an
bike,
extra
I
bike.
guess. All right, so, ooh, okay, let's have fun with this.
Don't do
Severian,
it.
give me a another ride check for the same reason,
Riding dirty.
or using the same skills.
Of course.
Okay, so you guys are pushing each other to about right here. and you see that there's a garbage dumpster right in front of you.
Oh God.
So
Yeet.
you decide to push it really hard, and you're gonna knock him off his bike. So I want you to tell me what happens here.
Do I stay on the bike?
Go ahead and start telling me what happens, and then I'll tell you what happens.
All right. So he's taking shots at me, and I'm kind of firing my, Cyclops laser at him as we're going down this alleyway, and I finally catch up to him and get next to him, and I'm just sick of us trading shots back and forth, and I slam my Lawmaster into him and ride him up against the wall, and I see this dumpster coming in front of me, and I'm sure I at least hit some of the garbage bags around it. Do I hit the dumpster?
You hit the garbage bags. Garbage goes flying up into the air as Solo ends up at about right here. You manage to just shove him into the wall, and his back tire catches onto the side of the wall, and it sends him ass over appetite. And he ends up skidding across the ground right here. He's prone. He takes 10
Helix.
points of damage.
Give him the boot, Helix.
You connect with his bike. And so now I want you to go ahead and do an acrobatics check, or an agility check to see if you're going to be able to not eat shit and get hurt too.
Probably.
Don't eat shit. No shit eating.
I don't think I can even get a high enough roll.
Okay, so we'll do, what's your speed?
It's at 10.
10?
I didn't decelerate because I wanted to be able to catch him.
Yep. So you would end up probably at about right here, slamming into the wall, bouncing around, kind of hitting the ground as your bike continues forward and kind of just skids off into the distance and slows itself down, feeling that you're no longer on it. And you take 3 points of damage. But he's on the ground. Steel, you sit there and bleed.
I'm lumbling.
Helix. If you're talking, Helix, you're muted.
I'm going to make sure Solo hears me chamber around loudly, and I'm going to hold the gun, the muzzle, about 1.5 feet from his head and tell him to give me a reason.
He's pulling his pistol out and aiming at you. Like he's starting to raise it to shoot you.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to fire then.
Okay.
All right. Do it.
So, you're going to have to roll because you're point blank. Maybe he all of a sudden gets, moving. You're going to get a total of, so if you aim, you're going to get a total of 6 extra dice is what I'm going to give you.
Shit.
Because he's prone and hurt. Now, I would like to remind you that you can trade 2d6 in order to add a die to damage.
Yeah, I'm going to trade 2 dice 6 to damage. So that gives me a total of 4 extra dice.
Yes, with a DC of 10.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that hits for sure. Doesn't hit a critical though. So go ahead and roll 3d6 plus 3.
3d6? Because I traded 2 dice 6.
Yeah, but you get 2 dice for 1.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yep.
So this is 3 dice 6 plus 4 then, because I got plus 4.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why it ain't coming up.
Just put slash roll. Oh, it takes a minute. Sometimes. Just let it be. There it comes.
That was okay.
So that hits, obviously, and it bounces his head off the ground, and it shatters the side of his helmet. But he's not dead. He's hurt, though. And, there's blood just coming down his eyes. But he's not done.
All right. Well, I don't have any more actions.
Nope, because you aimed. Yamasoto twitches. So that takes us to Judy.
Can I use another exploit?
Yes.
Heal. I can heal creature 1d6 health with 2 actions now.
So you're going to use both of your actions to do that?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll 1d6.
Wise from the wave.
Rise from your... Whoa!
Oh, yeet.
Judge Calihan, saving the day. Steel, you are up and can take one action.
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Oh, shit. I'm going to use my
You're on the
med
ground,
kit.
though.
It's fine. I'm pulling out my med kit. I'm laying there. Oh, fuck. What happened? And only like out of instinct, I'm pulling my med kit out of my pouch, and I'm just doing whatever I need to do to patch things up.
Remember, you can't heal. You can't heal stuff that way.
Oh.
You
Okay.
can only
I'm
do
not doing
emergencies.
anything I just said. I'm not
Yep,
doing a thing.
you're not. Totally.
So I'm gonna slowly try and stand up. That's an action, isn't
Okay.
it?
Yep.
Good.
Okay. So that takes us to Null. You are prone, but you
Okay.
are in the fight.
As I'm standing, I'll try and call Central real quick.
Okay.
Judge Noel, this is Central. Come in.
You want to try that again? You did Judge Noel, Mr. Central.
He did. It was good. It was good.
Try again.
Central, we have a perp heading north from our current position. We need an H-Wagon to track him down. He's heading north in a silver sports car. You'll see numerous bullet holes in the front of it, and the glass is shattered.
Roger, we'll try to get an H-Wagon on station as fast as we can.
And then I would pull my lawgiver out and try and fire off a shock charge at Judge Solo.
Ooh, shock charge. Go ahead. Roll.
What?
He's prone.
Yeah, does that give me
Sorry.
another D6? I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pulling up right now. The only reason I was giving Homeboy a lot was because let's see here. Prone is such an attack takes a -2. A prone target is harder to hit at range, but is easier to hit in melee. So no, actually, you're gonna take -1d6.
Damn it. All right.
Oh,
But it's only DC 10 because you're using his vital defense right now because he's not actively moving. Okay, that hits. So ends up hitting him. Does 4 damage. Or sorry, because his helmet's busted now. Does 5 damage. That takes us now back to Steel. You have full actions this time.
all right. I'm calling my bike over here. And I'm going to look at Judy and I'm going to be like, you saved my life. Thank you. I owe you.
Judge, please
Let's
don't
get this. Let's go get this
don't get hurt
motherfucker.
anymore. We're going to be
Don't get hurt anymore. So,
Thank you
so
for
you're
not
calling
putting
it
a tourniquet on my neck.
Medical supplies.
Thanks for not putting a tourniquet on my neck. All right, so it's your bike's going to come towards you. Are you going to accelerate it once or what?
Yeah, just once.
Okay. So guiding it over here will be that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's as close as it'll get using your whole turn.
Good.
Okay. So now Solo goes. So Solo's laying on the ground and he's already pulling up his lawgiver to aim at Helix. So he's point blank. That'll give him an extra 1d6. He's going to aim. He has perfect aim, which gives him an additional 2d6, which I'm going to put over to damage. Helix, what is your range defense?
18.
Damn.
Right?
That hits.
Oh, shit.
3d6 plus 2, or excuse me, 2, so 4.
Ooh.
So that ends up hitting you for, let's see here, 13 minus 5 is 8. So that hits you for 8 damage. So he's laying on the ground and you snap his head back and he just kind of pulls this lawgiver back at you, and it's obvious like there's no going alive for him. And he aims in on you, and he fires off a round wordlessly, and it hits you, in the shoulder and kind of pushes you back some. So that's Helix.
All right. Can I? Wow. Hell, this guy. All right. Is he still prone?
Yep.
All right. This is like the fucking OK Corral now.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aiming at him again.
Take him alive, Helix.
Take him alive? I don't know if I heard that. I don't have any.
He's got tunnel vision now.
All right.
Come on, Red Rage. Murder him. Shoot him!
Shooter! Shooter! All right. I don't still get the bonus, right?
You get, because basically he's prone in melee range, you're getting the melee bonus, which is 2d6. Your aiming gets you 2d6, but that's it.
Okay.
That's the end of that.
All right. So I'm dumping it. I'm just gonna make sure I hit the fucker.
Okay, so that hits. Roll damage.
That's +4.
Okay, so that does 5 damage, sorry, that's 5 plus, no. Okay, it automatically adds the 4.
Yeah.
So that's 10, so that's he takes 6 damage. So he gets shot again by another law rod round, and blood just squirts off of him. Like his innards are probably starting to show through his armor, but he's still not giving up, and he's trying to line up another shot. That takes you to you.
Oh no, I aimed. Sorry.
Yep. That takes you to Judge Calihan.
This is getting ugly. This is like a knife fight in a fucking phone booth.
Just wait till his reinforcements arrive.
Oh Jesus!
Can I try to stun Judge Solo?
Judge Helix? Yeah, sure, you can stun Judge. Yeah. So are you going to use both your actions to stun him? Are you going to move? Are you going to aim?
I'm probably just going to use both actions to stun him.
Okay.
No, I need.
So go ahead and roll him.
Alrighty.
Okay, that hits. Does 5 damage.
Sweet.
And roll the second one. Oh!
Jesus! Holy shit!
All right, so that second stun charge takes him out. Tell us what happens.
Finally subduing him with 2 shots of a stun charge. She just shakes her head at everybody around. Guys, really?
She just walked into a shit show.
Really?
Thanks a lot, Sanchez.
That's kind of dirty
And
of you,
then,
Sanchez.
And then she's going to secure Solo. I don't care if he is like half blown to bits.
So at about this time, you hear sirens coming towards you, and you see Judge Lane approaching, which is really weird because Lane's now here and is not Judge Lane. She's Judge Calihan. She gets off her Lawmaster and walks up, and you have... Oh, wrong button. It just shoots Solo right in the fucking head.
Fuck you, Steel.
So Solo's laying on the ground, and he looks up at Lane, and he's like, get these guys, just get them now, and you're in. And that's when Lane pulls out her SJS badge and just shows it to him, and he just closes his eyes and puts his head down, and she looks at him.
She's like, nobody is above the law, Solo. You're head the Titan. And she looks at you all, and she gives Judge Judy a nod. You know, kind of like, us female judges got to kind of stick together in this man's world, right? And she looks at each of you and she says, this is a good job. I didn't know if I could rely on you. I'm glad we could. And I think I might actually have another present for you.
What is
We
it,
do
Judge Lane? We have
presents.
more perps here.
Well, we got a meat wagon inbound to take care of these. Some of them got away, unfortunately, but we got a call from Vito.
Oh God.
Is that so?
He has something for you, and he's asked to meet you. He said it'll take a couple hours to arrange, but he would like you to show up to his restaurant, Garino's, and he would be very happy to give you a present.
How do you know this, Judge Lane?
I was the one that received the call.
Why did you receive the call?
Does
Why
he
would
think
you
you're
receive
working
a
for
call?
him?
No, it's not that kind of a present. You trust me. It's I think you're going to be surprised and happy. I think she shows her SJS badge. She says, I think I can get a level of trust from you now. Yes.
I'm
Be there.
looking
Do
to
you
the
have
others
this-
like,
I just
No.
grunt in a good old steel grunt.
Do you have this situation handled? I called an H-Wagon after one of the perps that fled to the north.
Yeah, we heard. Unfortunately, he got away from the H-Wagon. But yeah, we can secure this scene. We'll take care of it for you. Just keep a listen out for this call.
Understood. Judges, are we all good enough to head out?
One second, judges, if I may. While y'all did a fantastic job here, please stay out of my sector for a little bit.
We'd be glad to, Judge Lane.
I'll see you around, Lane.
Especially you, Steele. I'm actually kind of getting used to that ugly face of yours, and I really don't
That's
want it
right.
around anymore.
You know you're gonna call me. You know you're gonna call me.
All right, Judge Callahan. Good luck with these. At least
Thanks,
Judge Luna isn't around anymore. He was kind of off.
So, I'm going to be tying a bow on some of this really quick because we are over time, but I do want to finish this up. So, it's a couple hours later. You get a call. It's patched into you from Central, and there's a voice that comes across your stuff that says,
Are you the judges who were looking for the clan?
Affirmative.
I am an associate of Mr. Vito's. I would like to extend to you an invitation to come to Garino's for lunch today, if you would be able to.
We'll be there.
Fucking right.
so I assume you're heading to Garino's?
We are. Heard it's a great Italian restaurant.
It is. It's a fantastic Italian restaurant. So you go.
I would.
I'm just- Go ahead.
Can we make sure Central knows that we're going there?
Oh yeah, no, they would know. Everything would know. Yeah, good checking in, but they would definitely know. Your call would have been monitored and everything. So you after patching up and kind of getting everything settled in, you're able to get over to Garino's. The guards at the front are obviously very much expecting you, and you're able to get up there and park your bikes. And you notice that a lot of people are looking at you. In fact, you see another uplifted ape there, kind of sitting, smoking a cigar, watching you as you go in. And you head to the back where the man himself is sitting with a couple of people. He's a large man, very, very Godfather-like. And as you approach, he kind of rubs his chin just very gently. He says, So you are the judges who were expecting me to be involved with all of this?
So you're the guy who shot at me and tried to ram me out? ran me over.
That was not me, my friend. I'm sorry that you would think that. The clam was an associate
Oh,
of
that's the
mine at one
clam.
time.
Yeah.
The clam was an associate of mine at one time, but he decided to take things on his own and got mixed up with broiler months. Everything that you've been doing I've had nothing to do with. So, in order to make sure that the air is clean between us, I have a gift for you if you will accept it.
I put my hand in my lawgiver.
What is this gift?
He snaps his fingers, and two men come dragging the clam out.
Oh, yeah.
They throw him on the ground, and he says, I was going to take care of this garbage myself, but I figured that perhaps we could make amends for any insult that may have happened between us. And I give you this man.
Is he alive or dead?
Oh, he's very much alive, and he is cussing. He's roped up, gagged. He's just kicking around trying to get the fuck away.
Appreciate the gesture, but if I find out you had anything to do with the death of those judges, we'll be back.
I also have a little information on that if you would like.
Of course.
I assume that your friends in Sector 8 have already taken down the corrupt judge there?
Yes, we had a hand in that.
As a man of the world, I take it upon myself to know things. It was your man who hired several, what is it that you call them? The judges who are not judges, they dress up like them?
Jimpers.
Jimps. Ah, yes, jimps.
Jibs. Jibs?
There was two jimps that actually had access to a rocket launcher that took out your H-Wagon that killed those judges. We had no part in this whatsoever. I'm a man of business. I would never do anything that would harm my business, whether it's perceived as good or bad. I would never harm my business. Killing judges, whether I like you or not, harms business.
That it does.
Now, I assume that you've never actually eaten real food before. There's a table set aside for you in an alcove that's to yourself. You're more than welcome to stay. The meal will be on me, and hopefully we will never see each other again.
Well, I appreciate the offer. We have a job to do.
And Judge Calihan.
Yes.
If you ever want to put down your badge and, be something more, you can always come and see me.
Noted. Thank you. And I'm walking out.
We always have room for beautiful women here.
You're gonna make me hit him, aren't you?
Back up, Vito.
So, are you guys staying for lunch? It's actual food.
No.
I drag the clam out of there. I literally drag him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I help you drag him, but my boot hits him quite a bit on the way out.
And so that ties up our game. This went for, I think, 8 sessions, and it was originally supposed to be a 2-page one-shot out of the Judge Dredd manual. So, with that, I think that concludes our time. Next time, we will be sending our judges back out on patrol. Judges, is there anything you'd like to add before I say our final farewells?
No, that was fun.
No one is above the law.
That's right.
No one is above the law. Remember that, citizens. Judge Calihan, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I really enjoyed myself. Thank you all for having me.
Oh, can we expect you back then next week?
Yes, please.
Yay!
We would be very happy to have you, Judge Lane. You're a good addition to
Judge Steele will definitely be happy to have you, since he's a bull sponge.
Yeah, you have now made a friend. Congratulations. And with that, I will be closing us down today. We won't be rating because we already ran an hour over, and I know folks got to get places. So until next week, citizens, remember, crime doesn't pay.